We are at Salt Lake City Comic-Con, and a convention just wouldn't be a convention without Rob Pryor. He's an artist that does photorealistic paintings with, get this, both hands. Rob, it's great to see you again.
Brother, it's pleasure to see you again, pleasure to be here. You know, it's one of my favorite shows in the world, man. I love this show.
Now, we have some paintings that we're going to give away here, but first, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your technique. Let's talk about your problems.
Whoa, we're going to be here for days.
Let's talk about your technique first, which is the first thing that people notice. You're drawing with two hands. Tell us a little bit about that.
I've been drawing with two hands since I was about 10. When I got to be I was being trained to be an artist my whole life. So when I got to be about 10 years old, I thought the same thing that every 10-year-old thinks is, what if I lose my right hand? No 10-year-old thinks. So I switched to my left hand to be my dominant hand for the next 2 years. And then I was published really young, and I had math homework due and a painting, an international painting due in the same week. And so I just picked up both hands, and I was like, oh, I could do this. And then I realized I could actually do my math homework and paint simultaneously, and that was it. And that's where it all started. So it started when I was about 10.
That's amazing. I would like to see the freeway map of your mind and how everything...
Yeah, I don't know if anybody needs to see that. There's a couple of chipmunks in there, and one's probably dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny. I get asked by doctors and stuff to do the whole electrode thing and stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't want to know.
You don't want the machine to blow up.
No, it's better to keep the wizard behind the curtain.
Yeah, and quite an amazing mind that you have to be able to do that. You not only get to do photorealistic paintings, you also, of people, but you also hide some animals in there, I understand.
I do. I hide a chicken head in every single painting. And the brief story that goes with that is there's a publisher that hired me to do a 3-book series, 3 comic issue series. And I was like, sure. And he goes, but here's the deal. I want to hire you, but I know you hide things. So if you hide anything, I'm going to fire you. I was like, dude, what would I do? Hide a chicken head in every page? So I did. It got so bad during second issue, you do a double splash page, you turn the whole thing, it's a giant chicken head.
Oh, wow.
He called me up at 3 in the morning on the 3rd issue, and he goes, I'd fire you right now, but I'm too busy looking for your chicken heads. Quick! And that was it.
Oh, wow. So you hide a chicken head in every painting?
Every painting. I hide actually 2. I do one when I finish the painting, which doesn't really look like a chicken head, it's just me doing it. And then my wife was like, it doesn't really look like a chicken head, signing as we're talking.
Yeah.
So I drop one in Photoshop as well. So I have 2, and so my prints have one, and ding! Next! So there's chicken heads in everything that I do.
Very cool. So if you see a Rob Pryor painting, the first thing you want to look for is the chicken head. The next thing you want to look for is all the detail. What's going through your mind when you're trying to capture all this?
Absolutely nothing. It's funny, I get asked that a lot, and everybody's disappointed with the answer because they think, oh, he's trying to do this. And no, I'm really not. I crank up the music. I have to paint to music, so I crank it up really loud. So I'm signing as I'm talking to you guys. So I crank it up really loud, and I just go to town, and you never know what's going to happen live. You just never know.
Now, there's a certain groove that you must get in when things just start jamming and things just start flowing. Yep. And there's also a certain sense of observation that you must have, being able to communicate, look at a picture and communicate that right onto a picture photorealistically.
Yeah, I really think it's just knowledge and years of doing it. I think anybody can do anything they want to do if they want to do it bad enough. And for me, I've been studying this stuff for a long time, so I just have learned and taught myself to look for certain things in a face and be able to do it and do it quickly.
Very cool. I noticed you kind of, you might first break it down into shapes.
Yep.
So it starts sound simple, and then you kind of get into the details after that.
Yeah, that's the thing is you break it down into shape and color, and then after that, you start going, oh, that guy has an eye that looks like this. So you start really getting into the details and slowly but surely it all just comes in pieces together.
That's very cool. Now, beyond the concerts that you do, you're also expanding into toys as well.
Toys. I have a line of toys going out through, it's called Double Trouble, and it's with Pop Life. So they came to me and they said, hey, do you want to do a line of toys? And
Ding!
Ding! That was perfect timing. And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I've got several different lines of toys coming out through them. The first one's called Sofubis, and they're sort of more cartoony versions of my characters, and yeah, so it's fun. I'm very fortunate with everything that's happening.
That's very cool. Now, where can our viewers get the toys at?
Right now, you can probably go to the Pop Life website.
If they come to a convention and they see Pop Life.
Oh, absolutely. They will always have them, and Pop Life will have them at their booth. I will normally have them at my booth, along with everything else. And stick figures. I'll have a lot of stick figures.
Lots of stick figures. Now, he's not only into art, he's not into toys, but you've also done a lot of film as well.
I have. It's funny, I'm directing a film in China somewhere in early January.
Oh, wow.
So I'm directing a film there, and then we've got another one that we just signed, knock on wood. Don't even know what that means. Just do it. But yeah. So I have several films that I'm getting ready to direct, and it's just a lot of craziness. But at the heart of it all is my art. So yeah.
Sounds like the technique of your art is also taking the technique of your life, multitasking.
It has. I do like 50 things at once. I have a gallery show with Stan Lee that's going to be coming out soon, and we'll have stuff like that. So yeah, I just multitask, baby, multitask.
Now we have a couple paintings we're going to be looking at. Let's look at the first one. All right, Rob, we have our first painting here. This one's the Wonder Woman one. Yeah. Tell us about it.
I saw the movie. I thought the movie was great. It was a good fan movie, and I just wanted to paint Wonder Woman.
How long has this one been out?
This hasn't been out all that long. This one's only been out probably a couple of months.
And where were you when you were painting the original one of these?
I was somewhere in the world. I was actually painting this at a convention called Heroes Fan Fest. And great convention. If anybody's ever gone to it, it's just a great show. I have several shows that are my favorites. Salt Lake City, always number one. And then anything with either Walker's Talk or Hero Fan Fest. I love them. And I was just live, and I was like, I'm going to paint Wonder Woman. And so I did. That's really the story.
That's amazing. Now, we're going to be giving away this Wonder Woman painting, but first we want to get it signed. And so Rob's going to go ahead and sign this one for whoever the giveaway winner is.
Absolutely.
There it is down at the bottom.
There we go. Wait a minute. Just in case somebody doesn't find the chicken head, I put one in.
He added an additional chicken head.
This one comes with an additional chicken head.
Now it's time for the giveaway. If you'd like to win this Wonder Woman painting done by Rob Pryor, simply log onto our social sites and enter the giveaway. If you don't win the giveaway, look on Rob Pryor's website, robpryor.com. Come to a convention, meet him, and order one for yourself. Rob, thanks for joining us on the show.
Brother, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.